Hello Year 5 and welcome to Maths again. Have you found somewhere really quiet to concentrate, and do you have a pencil and a piece of paper? Great, so you're ready to complete the do now. When you have finished, unpause and we'll go through the answers. So let's see how you did. Number 1 is 0.5 or 50%. Number 2 is 0.03. The thousands is 4. Number 4 is 4,800. Number 5 is 64. And then number 6 is 64 as well. Remember, it's 4 times 4 and then times 4 again. Okay, so today we are going to be converting between units of time. Let's take a look. Can you please help me convert the following units of time? 60 seconds is how many minutes? Can you tell me? Yeah, good. It's 1 minute. Well done. So 1 minute equals how many seconds? Brilliant. Yes, 60 seconds. Good job. Now 60 minutes equals how many hours? Shout it out. Good. 1 hour. And so therefore 1 hour equals how many minutes? Good. 60 minutes. Do you know how many seconds there are in 1 hour? You can pause the video to try and calculate it. Okay, let's see. How many? 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. How did we calculate that? So first we know that 1 minute is 60 seconds. And then with your answer, there are 60 minutes in 60 seconds. So we can do this. 6 times 6 equals 36. Good. And then we have 2 zeros that we're going to place at the end. Did you get that right? Brilliant. Okay. Now you'll notice that with time, and we're talking about seconds and minutes and hours, we use a base of 60. Because there are 60 seconds in 1 minute and there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So you're going to be drawing on your known timetable facts, particularly the 6 times tables. So here we have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54 and 60. But we're actually going to help ourselves by using the 6 times tables and converting that 6 to 60. So that could be 60 seconds or it could be 60 minutes. 12, if we place a 0 at the end, could be 120 seconds or 120 minutes. So this is really, really handy to know. Let's start with our first one. Let's convert 2 hours into minutes. So our steps to success are multiply the whole number of hours by 60. Now, you could do 60 multiplied by 2. So 2 times 0 equals 0. 2 times 6 equals 12. And then we need to remember our unit of measurement. So this is minutes. Our next step is to add any additional minutes, but we don't have any more minutes, and check that the answer makes sense. Another thing that you could do is to have your times tables written on the side to help you. This will be really quick. We know that 60 minutes or 60 seconds equals 1 hour. So 60 minutes is 1 hour and 60 seconds equals 1 minute. 120, which is 2 sets of 60, it would be 2. So it could be 2 minutes or 2 hours. 118 would be 3 minutes or 3 hours. Okay? Let's try another one. Convert 4 minutes into seconds. So can you read the steps of success for me? Number 1. Good, so I have 4 minutes, that's my whole number, and I'm going to multiply it by 60. So 60 times 4. 4 times 0 equals 0, good. 6 times 4 equals 24, and that's in seconds. I don't have any more additional seconds, but I can check now. If 1 minute is 60 seconds and I have 4, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 240 seconds. Another way of doing it is 60 times 4 equals, and I can take these two numbers, 6 times 4. I know that 6 times 4 is 24, and then I can place the 0 at the end. So that's another cheat way of doing it. Let's try this one. Let's convert 2 hours and 10 minutes into minutes. So our first step is to multiply the whole number of hours by 60. So I have 2 hours and 10 minutes, but I need only the hours. So I have 2 hours. 60 times 2 equals, 2 times 0 equals 0, 2 times 6 equals 120. Great. Now I'm going to add any additional minutes. So I know that I have 10 minutes. So I'm going to add 10 minutes. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 3 plus 1 equals, 2 plus 1 equals 3. And then I'm going to carry the 1. Great, so I know that 130 minutes is the same as 2 hours and 10 minutes. Again, I can just double check here really quickly. 2 hours equals how many minutes? 120, and then I add 10, 120, 130. Okay, great. Okay, what about this one? Convert 4.5 minutes into seconds. Can you read the first step for me? Okay, so we have 4.5. Our whole number here is 4. What does 0.5 or 0.5 mean? If I were to write that as a fraction. Good, it would mean half. Okay, so I need to remember this. It means half. So my whole number is 4, and I'm going to multiply that by 60. 60 multiplied by 4. 4 times 0 equals 0. 6 times 4 equals 24. So it's 240 seconds. Okay, now I have to add any additional seconds. Now it doesn't tell me how many seconds exactly, but it tells me that it's half a minute. Now I need to know how many seconds there are in 1 minute in order to calculate that. How many seconds are there in 1 minute? Good, I'm just going to write this here. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So half of 60, I can divide 60 by 2 equals 30 Good, so that's 30 seconds. So I now need to add my 30 seconds to 240. So 240 plus 30 equals 0 plus 0 equals 0. 4 plus 3 equals 7. And I'm going to carry the 2. Good, and I need to write the unit of measurement, which is seconds. Great. I'm going to just check that my answer makes sense. I'm going to do a quick check. I know that I've got 4 minutes, so I know that it needs to be greater than 1, 2, 3, 4, 240. So yeah, actually that makes sense. Great. What about this one? Is 4 1/4 hours in minutes 265 minutes? Explain your calculation. How would I write a quarter as a fraction? Can you remember? Good. 1 over 4. So if I were to find 1/4 of an hour, how would I calculate that? I know that there are how many minutes in an hour? Can you tell me? Good, there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So I'm going to write 60 minutes in 1 hour. What am I going to divide it by in order to find 1/4? Well remembered, the 4, because it's divided into 4 equal parts. So I'm going to divide that into 4. 6 divided by 4 equals 1, remainder 2. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So I know that there are 15 minutes in 1/4 of an hour. Okay, so that's really good to know. If I was looking for 1/3, I would divide 60 minutes by 3 because it would be 3 as the denominator. Okay, let's go back to this question. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the whole number of hours by 60. How many whole hours do I have? Good, I have 4 hours. So 60 multiplied by 4 equals 4 times 0 equals 0. 6 times 4 equals 24. Now I'm going to add any additional minutes, and we've calculated that a quarter of an hour is 15 minutes. So I'm going to add my 15 minutes to 240. What have I done there? Oh, I've done that again. I did that yesterday, didn't I? So I have 240, but I need to make sure that when I'm adding that I'm placing the digits in the correct place value column. So I'm adding 15. 5 is my ones, so I need to place it in the ones column, and 1 is 10, so I need to make sure that I put that in the correct column. Well caught. 5 plus 0 equals 5. 4 plus 1 equals 5. And then I'm going to carry the 2 down. And I know that this is 265. So let's read the question. Is 4 1/4 hours in minutes 265 minutes? No, it isn't, because it is 255 minutes. Oh, it is, sorry, 255 minutes. Okay. Now, we can also convert from minutes to hours and seconds to minutes by using the inverse. So, if we are using the inverse, it means that we're going to divide. And this is where we're going to use our times table facts, because it will help us calculate things quickly and efficiently. Let's take a look. So instead of writing my 6 times tables. I'm going to have my grid here, which tells me. And I'll put that over here. Okay, so I'm going to convert 360 minutes into hours. First of all, I've got to divide the number of hours by 60. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my times table facts to help me. I'm going to look at how many 60s I can find in 360. So I have to get as close to 360, but I'm not going over 360. So let me see. I have it here. Okay, so that's how many? 1, 2, let me put this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 hours. And is it 360 exactly? Yeah, it is. Great. So I don't need to calculate anymore. There aren't any remainder of additional minutes. So this is my answer. It's 6 hours. Okay, let me calculate this one. I'm going to convert 200 seconds into minutes. So I'm going to see how many times I have 60 in 200, but I'm not going to go over 200. So here's 60, 120, 180. Ooh, that's 240. So I know that that's over 200. So I must go to 180. Okay, so let me count how many times that is. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to write down 3 minutes. And that's 180. Now I'm going to see if there are any remainders. And in order to do that, I'm going to take 200 and I'm going to subtract 180. 0 take away 0 equals 0. I'm going to regroup because I can't subtract 8 from 0. 10 take away 8 equals 2, 0 take away 0 equals 1 take away 1 equals 0. So here I have 20 left. That's the remainder. So this is the seconds. So I know that I have 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and that's my answer. Okay. Let's see if we can calculate this one. So I'm going to convert 500 minutes into hours. So I'm going to convert my number and I'm going to divide it by 60 using my times table facts. So I'm going to try and get as close to 500 without going over 500 in my times table facts. So there's 420, 480, 540 is over 500, so it's here. So let me see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 8 hours. So I'm going to write 8 hours. And now to find the difference, I'm going to take 500 and I'm going to subtract 480. Now I can also do this, I can use the column method, but I also know actually quite quickly that 500 take away 480 is 20. So I know that any remainder or additional are minutes. So that's 20. Minutes. Great. Okay. Let's convert 550. So what's the first thing I'm going to do? Can you tell me? Good, I'm going to divide this number by 60 using my times table facts. Am I going to go over 550? No, I can't. So I'm going to look. Where's 550? There's 540. Well, 600 is over, so I've got to go to the one below. Okay, and I know that that's 8, so that's 9. Okay, so that's 9 hours. And now to calculate the minutes, I need to take 550 and subtract 540. So 0 take away 0 equals 0, 5 take away 4 equals 1, and 5 take away 5 equals 0. So I know that that is 10 minutes. So the remainder are minutes. Great. Okay, let's see how you do. This is your independent task. We've got quite a few. So unpause to continue on to the next 5. Here's the next set. Unpause to continue to the final 6. And here are the final 6. Unpause if you'd like to complete the extension work now. So here are the first 8 of the extension, and then we have another 8, so unpause if you'd like to continue. And these are the extensions. Unpause for the answers. So here are the answers to the first 5. Don't forget to mark your work before you upload it to Seesaw. Unpause for the next 5. Unpause for the final 6. Great, and now you can unpause for the answers to the extension questions. So here are the first 8. And then the final 8. How did you do? Brilliant. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye, have a nice evening.